Hello, fabulous Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of August 2017, looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. And what an amazing month it is. It is all about these eclipses, and these eclipses are happening in super sensitive, super important parts of your sky, which makes them that much more important to you. We have first part of the month, an eclipse, and this is a lunar eclipse taking place. And it is happening at the very bottom of your sky, where it comes to matters of home and family of origin. Now, having a lunar eclipse is like what I like to call a jacked up full moon. So it's basically a full moon, but its energies are especially magnified, especially strong. And having this kind of full moon speaks powerfully to changes taking place on the home front. Just know that this could be a time where you are considering your place in the world, considering if you like where you live. There could be changes to the home space in this process. There could be buying, selling, moving, new roommates. These are the types of things that come up with an eclipse like this. Now, this eclipse is speaking in supreme harmony with Jupiter. So there's a lot of luck with this as well. Jupiter right now is moving through the sign just before yours, and so there's a lot of good karma luck. And I think if any kind of big changes are going to happen on the home front, it's just going to show up. It's not like you actively need to do that much. There may be a little bit of needing to pull out a determination and a focus. There may be a certain urgency feeling or a quickness feeling, and yet at the same time, there's a real appreciation of what this means for you and your life, of the prosperity and the possibility that this particular change grants you. Now, this part of the sky also has to do with family of origin. So it could be that you are asked to spend more time, perhaps rather quickly, with a member of your family of origin, particularly your parents, if they are still with us, of course. And if they are still with us, then this can be a time where some type of medical help, because Jupiter is moving through the part of the sky that has to do with hospitals. I'm sorry to say, for a small percentage of you out there, that may be a possibility, but it goes well. That's the really great thing about this energy, is that it's positive, it's healing, it feels fortunate, it feels lucky. So you can absolutely have that faith. And if it feels like, something doesn't feel right, then absolutely make sure that you go to the professionals, you go to the right spaces to take care of it, and all will be well. Now, with this energy, there's also a sense of redefining home for yourself, seeing your home differently and realizing where it is that you feel most at home. And these are part of the emotions that may arise for you and may lend themselves to some changes. And a lot of times that is a state of spirit. That is about feeling comfortable in your own body. And if that is part of your life learning, feeling more comfortable, self-love, self-acceptance, then this lunar eclipse can help you to take leaps forward in a positive direction. Of course, though, it is all about that solar eclipse taking place in the second part of the month. Everybody's talking about that. It is very popular, and it is a very exciting time. People have been talking about this for a while now. For at least a year, astrologers have been buzzing about this eclipse and what it could mean, and a lot of astronomy enthusiasts as well are looking forward to viewing it in North America. So we have got this solar eclipse happening, and it is a powerful one. It is powerful because it's a total solar eclipse. It's powerful because it's speaking in harmony with Uranus. Now, there's an element there of surprise, of quickness, of delight. It is also speaking in harmony with Saturn, so the delight and the positive changes that happen, they last. It's a solar eclipse, so it's brand new. It's a jacked up new moon, if you will. And it is also happening close to Mars and Mercury. So there's a lot of energy at this time. For you, this eclipse is taking place at the very top of your sky. This is about a brand new career path, a brand new career opportunity that could show up for you. If you have any chance to do any kind of interview or audition around this eclipse, absolutely take it and run with it. It isn't always what it seems on the surface. Like, you could go in and think you did okay or not think you did okay, or you could go in and think you did great, and then you end up getting offered something so much better, or it ends up lending itself to another opportunity or another interview or another audition that ends up being exactly the role for you. So Stay really open at this time. That's one practical way that this can work out. Really good time to be open to running into bosses, because they could grant you a lot of favor with this particular new moon eclipse. But also with this solar eclipse, there is this sense of a new pathway forward. So for some of you, I do think that you may find yourself in brand new careers, doing something totally different than you ever did before, and it will be right, and it will be good, and it will be blessed, and it will be empowering. It takes a lot of guts to change, especially if you've been doing something a certain way for a while. It can take a lot of courage to make a change, but this particular eclipse has change written all over it, and positive, empowering changes at that. And if anybody's got the courage to make those big sweeping changes, it certainly is you. Now, where it comes to matters of love, this month we have Venus moving through, for the most part, for the most of the month, especially as we start this month, moving through fellow water sign Cancer. This is really nice for you, a really great placement. It's really nice for romance with people who are very different than you've known before, attracting people into your life who see the world very differently and really open your eyes in some way. It can be a good time to travel for love, or travel and find love can also happen at this time. If you're in an established bond, a good time for you to consider taking a trip together to fortify that love. Now, I will say this, with these eclipses, speaking to home and speaking to the higher, more loving vision for your life, to aligning yourself with life purpose, which is the higher understanding of the solar eclipse happening in the second part of the month. This can be profoundly changing for established relationships, and evaluating those relationships for how well they fit into the bigger picture and the bigger vision that you have for your life. A lot will be made clear, especially after that solar eclipse, as to where it is that you are going, and if your partner and if your relationship is meant to go along with you or not. You will know it in your bones, and trust that, because ultimately that trust and that self-trust is one of your greatest superpowers, and it is one of the greatest superpowers that truly we have. Now, what I love about this month for you is that it is sweeping change in so many ways, and it is a change in direction, a change of foundation, and a change that makes you feel stronger on the ground on which you stand. It makes you feel ready to reach new, bold, and bright heights. Thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every week by logging on to astrofabulous.com or nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars and get instant, exclusive, expanded video scopes every week. This month, every single week as we go along, I will be diving into these eclipses for each and every sign, and I look forward to meeting you in the superstar space. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.